from the Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Wisconsin Badgers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Wisconsin's offense will have the football first. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start.
False start on offense.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Offense getting set for first down.
Here we go.
Back to pass. It's O'Neal. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game. You saw a great example of that right there.
Got it set up on the outside. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Badger! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. from the gun. The running back looking for room. And they'll knock him down.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
He wants to go deep. Got him downfield. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep plays.
Under fire. Had to get rid of it quickly. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On the way, and you bet. A 59-yard field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Give to the running back. Turning it on! And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And the defense just getting out of position on that last RPO. The running back had the football. I'm not sure the defense thought the quarterback had held onto it and was maybe going to throw it. You see the linebackers and the DBs, they didn't have their eyes in the right position, and that running back made them pay.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for it. Pretty good job by the defense.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Back to throw. It's O'Neal. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. The 50. The 40. Past the 30. At the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
What an outstanding job by that guy. Ball's on the ground, he finds it, he scoops it up, and he's not thinking, hey, I'm just going to go down, I'm going to go out of bounds. I'm trying to score. He's got a convoy. He's got people trying to help block for him. He ended up getting tackled, but not before going all the way to the other side of the field, and now setting his offense up in great real estate.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Let's it fly. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Nestled just inside that right upright. That brings them to within one.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
To throw, it's O'Neal. Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The Badgers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Handoff from the shotgun. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Badgers are flying down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Just when they're looking run, now up top. With the catch, it's Johnson. Breaks into the open. The tag. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today between Penn State and Ohio State. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to pass. It's Singleton. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. Makes a grab deep. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Dropping back, it's Singleton. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab, it's Harris. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's loose. Touchdown, Badger. The defense putting points on the board. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Here's the heat. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
He uncorks one deep. Makes a grab down the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Under fire. He's going to take off.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but you've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play called defensive.
Pressure coming. Finds a man in the middle. brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ferguson. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Boilermakers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. A first down run on the doorstep. He's going for the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. Sets up the screen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's on the loose. Can they catch it? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. To the air, it's Singleton. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll pull it down. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Johnson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The Badgers want to move quickly. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Thompson. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
The offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive with us. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Off the play fake. The sure hands, it's Branch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, goes and gets a first down.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got his man downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness. You just don't want to run them that much, and you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Here's the pressure, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The Boilermakers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. He's got his man. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dupree. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking for space. It's Dupree. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Badgers are on the move.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And the beatdown has ensued. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UNLV pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. The Rebels were clicking in every phase of the game, and the results speak for themselves. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Singleton. He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Trying the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Hand off to Jones. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
It is good! And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
And back to the air on second down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, listen, they say they play defense for a reason, right? You had an interception on the last drive defensively. You had a golden opportunity to come away with another one right there, but he puts it on the ground.
Somehow got the screen into that traffic. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Bill.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The play-action fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Badgers decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt is in the air. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give out of the gun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He goes down after the short return.
As a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Runs through the tackle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Across the 25, he's got room. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Badgers have their offense in high gear. And off to Jones. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll operate out of split backs. The give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 or 4, and we are not going to complain.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. It'll be a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves
intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Hand off to Jones. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
They go to the ground. There he goes, headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Boilermakers.
Holding, receiving team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Gives it on the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. And the Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Find space on the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
The Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. The give on the inside. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Harris. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so